Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to the Lodge. I'm your host Game Hunter and welcome to part 1 of the Sinking City. I wanted to have a little break from Resident Evil, been getting a bit tired of that. I will get back to it tomorrow and hopefully get it completed, but today I wanted to have a go at this one, a bit of a supernatural investigation type game, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into this, so let's get cracking. Yeah, I think it will be Bear Logan, mate. All our stuff like that. If they don't do delivery, then they do get shut down. Right, new game. Yes, okay. Frosty welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you've requested, I've researched the outburst of a steering vision in the city of Oman. Anameze, good afternoon, welcome to the stream, thank you very much for coming in. Floppy, good afternoon mate, thank you very much for coming in mate. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm not too bad Floppy mate, yeah, not too bad at all. Thank you very much for asking. Hope you're okay as well. Right, let's go. Take you into your Sherlock Holmes type schemes. Oh, nice. Yeah, but anything that they can do deliveries, yeah, they're allowed to stay open, but places where you've got to go in for food and all that, now they're not allowed to stay open, unfortunately. But like I say, Chinese restaurants, Indian takeaways, stuff like that, they're all allowed open because they can do deliveries. Runny, good afternoon mate, thank you very much for coming in Runny. Hope you're all well as well mate. So that was some nightmare.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Ain't that the truth? Get some stuff.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
People got weapons, that's a good thing. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as requested, I've researched blah blah blah. So that's like what's been requested. So we'll activate that. We've got a camera.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the
Crazy, good
flesh.
afternoon, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much
Johannes
for that money, for
Vanderberg,
the like and share,
at
mate.
your service.
Goku, good
I
afternoon.
did promise to
Thank you
meet
very
you
much for
the
coming in.
moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg.
Janito.
I guess I didn't expect you to mean
Good
so
afternoon as well.
literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Let's go, nice suit, really
That's
bright,
an
yeah.
eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
Looks like Dick
I
Tracy.
take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
But reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of
Platinum
time
Gamer
and effort
Movies. Good
to
afternoon, Tony.
investigate
Thank you very
this
much for
issue.
coming in, mate. Blood Dragon.
Alas, I
Good
fear he has a more
afternoon. Welcome to the
pressing
stream,
matter on
mate.
his hands.
Backlog Gamer. Great to see you again. Good afternoon, mate. Thank you very much for coming back in.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'm okay, Goku. I'm okay, mate.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
Okay. How do I
What's
get
the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Could we get the gist?
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Right. More information. Right, here. So I've got to talk to somebody called Mr. Robert Throgmorton. What a dire place. Deadhound. He looks like he's praying for something now, man. I'll go to see Robert. Let's have a quick look around. I'm guessing that's the guy in his nice bright white suit. Nothing there. Please do not cross. Looks like I might be onto something. some clues. Just find the clues.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
There's something in there. Got a paper. What's that? Albert Throgmorton. So this will be his son. Hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton. This is my will. I want to warn you. Go to the depths below Oberon. Affairs have been unreadable. Also, there's something there we can't write. You should have never done that. Right. So there's something below the surface. That's what he's saying.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Right, so that's that area done. Gamer Boss, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Wharton, good afternoon, bro. Thank you very much for coming in. Great to see you again, mate. I'm doing okay, Wharton, mate. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Down there, right, let's go and talk to this Mr. Frog. Robert.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you
Yeah,
say?
it's great to see you too as well, Tony, mate.
Perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you
Yeah, no
care?
worries, crazy mate. I understand
What's
we've got
your
families
angle,
and that, or the
outsider?
times we're living in.
Like I
Can be
said,
probably a
I'm
crazy
PI.
time.
Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep sea
So,
expedition I
the game is called, I've
This
changed it, but it
useless
looks like
fool
it
over
hasn't
here says
saved
he
it.
found Albert
Backlog.
washed
This is
ashore in a
The Sinking
lifeboat.
City, that's the name of the
Says he was
game.
barely conscious, out
I
of his
changed the
mind,
title, but I haven't
talking
changed it
gibberish
on
in
me
some
thing,
other
so I'll have to go
language.
back and change it
Even
after the
tried to
stream.
bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey.
I was going to do some more
I
good
know
geography,
my
but then I
Albert.
changed my
I
mind.
raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him.
Nice
Albert's
tune.
disappearance is the work of
Good afternoon,
Innsmouthers.
mate. Thank you very
Mark
much for
my
coming in.
words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So
Oh,
they're
nice. He's
just
a nice guy.
refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Tane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Okay.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton. It's time for
Curzo,
me
good
to get
afternoon,
started.
welcome to the stream.
Find
mate. Thank you
my
very much for
son,
coming in.
newcomer, and be quick about it.
Yeah, I say it's not a bad game, this one, Floppy. It came out last year, right? So this is the house. Let's go see what happened to his son, shall we? Hate fish. Right, so there is an upstairs. Let's just make sure we aren't missing no downstairs first.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
So he liked his dog more. Shell casings.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
That's all there is downstairs. So the evidence must be upstairs. Oh yes, this looks more like it.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much for that. Blood, that's not a good sign.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Out of a window, it looks like.
I can barely recognize the
Oh.
face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Thank you very much for that one. Say there's always some great channels in here. So if you're not
Choo
connected with
choo.
each other, make sure you connect. We'll do it the right way, guys. Chew train. Some more stuff. Alcohol. So it looks like that's all there is there.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Old-fashioned dartboard using knives. Very nice.
5 cards short of a full house.
Right, let's go and talk to this guy who looks like he's in a different time zone.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Thank you very much, Curzo, mate. Appreciate that.
What? Who are you? Are
Yeah,
you
and
police?
it's been awesome having you, Floppy,
I
mate.
already told them everything.
Great
It's
support,
okay.
guys. If you're not
I'm
connected with
Charles Reed,
Floppy,
Private Eye.
get connected. I know
Mr.
most of
Throgmorton
you
hired
are,
me to
so...
find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Dingalinga! Let's go.
Tell
Good
me about
afternoon,
yourself.
mate. Thank you very much for coming in.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. drowned streets,
No
sleeping
worries, Floppy,
giant,
mate. Thank you very
a
much for
voice that
coming
called
in.
me.
That sounds familiar. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone.
Oh, that's not very
May
nice.
have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Right, so we've got a new mind. Right. So Albert spread hysteria around him, so he went to all of them as well. They all went crackers. No. So they'd all go together, yeah? Well, let's find out what's in the room then.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
So now we know it's set in the 1920s.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Right. Ooh, what's this?
Glenna, Nechri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nugolina, Haften.
Okay.
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
I guess we've got to put them in order.
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
So this will be number one.
What's
This is two.
happening?
Take this, ape-face.
And the escape in number three.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Bloody Fox, good afternoon, mate. Thank you very much for coming in. So that's all the evidence collected in the house. So he woke up and everybody went crazy. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. So Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis and his fellow fishermen. Maybe there's some more of that, won't there? Albert, the fisherman named Lewis, fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using supernatural senses. them fit together. Oh, that one does. As an Innsbauer, Lewis's people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be reason to hate them, so they reckon it could be a hate crime, but I don't think so. So that's what we've got to do next. Let's check. So I went out the window for the start. We've just got to follow these dark shadows, it looks like.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
So we've got another clue. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Don't see that either, but so then going this way.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
So we went up here. So we went in here, so let's go and have a look. I'm okay, Bloody. I'm okay, mate. Thank you very much for asking. Hope you're okay as well, mate. What the hell is that?
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people. We should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything able double interest. Nothing in the cash register though. That don't go anywhere. Looks like all the other rest of the evidence is downstairs. Padlocks are weak planks that can be broken or shot at or melee. Right. Oh, I guess that's... What the hell is that? Oh, I guess we found Albert. Another one of them bloody creatures, whatever they are.
One fatal round through the forehead.
Oh, assassination.
That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
No worries, Ice Tube, mate. Thank you very much for coming in. All the same. Enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. So, what's... Lewis Innsbauer that killed Albert Throgmorton may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont. So gotta go and find the bar. evidence, but that's not all the evidence. It's not gone green, so what am I missing?
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Oh, that's it. Right, so we've got to go and find the bar that's on the pole. Uh-huh, but we might have just found it. Under the Keel Bar. Let's go and see what we can see in here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Bless him. Before we torch the guy, let's see if we can rob him. Got some stuff there. Let's torch.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Need to find
I'm
Lewis
looking for a
Flynn.
man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Congratulations, Ronnie. Yeah, it is a good story, that one.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert
Have you
Throgmorton,
completed Leon's
son
as
of
well?
Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So,
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
So that is upstairs. She looks a bit of a psycho crackpot, so I'll bother with her.
What the? Get the... Oh.
Okay, mate, calm down.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Wow.
Charles
what a face
Reed,
on this
private
guy.
investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throck. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's
Oh
fault.
dear, speed.
You hear me?
Calm down.
Never tried
I
one
only
of
want
them.
to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic
Shambolic,
justice.
good
nothing
afternoon,
to
mate.
hide.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Tor. Good afternoon as well, mate. Welcome to the stream.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition, reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
Okay.
I won't tell him. Everyone seems to agree there's been an outbreak of madness around these parts. I'm inclined to believe you fell victim to it too. Plus, it seems heartless to tear apart a family after what you've been through already.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
That said, the port's still closed. What will you do?
Hide here, I guess. Don't have a choice. The streets are flooded with police.
I'll make something up to tell Throgmorton. Leave as soon as you can.
Thank you again, sir. I won't forget this.
Right. So, guessing we've got to go and tell some lies to Mr. Throgmorton. Was mentally affected. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions, thus he can't be blamed for his death. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. So that's his case, first case wrapped up.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Okay, thanks for that. So how are you, Tony? Are you any closer to starting your game streaming any time?
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
We'll go for the light.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure.
Cover our gaming.
But at
Good
least I
afternoon,
know
mate.
now
Thank you very much
the
for coming
story.
in. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Trying to find us up.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood.
That's awesome, Tony, mate.
You think
Yeah,
it's
that'd
more
be
than
great,
just a
that.
natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you finished, come
Yeah,
see
it
me
is
at the
part of mate. It is
Throgmorton
once you get
Family
into it. Say,
It's
just
in
getting
Oak Grove.
started.
Yeah,
We'll be able
I'll
to
show
go on
you.
our own path in a minute.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay. So that's the first case complete. Right, lost at sea. So let's go. Ooh, we've got a knowledge point. Oh, that'll definitely be one, so we'll get that one first. Right. So this is a map. Quite a big place to explore as well. Right. Located in Northern Coverside, a crossroad of Asher Road and Herbert Avenue. There's Asher Road and there's a crossroad, so the place should be somewhere around there. Right, let's get the hell out of this area. There you got Planet of the Apes, you got... I don't know what the face of that other guy was. It looked more like a soft rock, I should say, something like that, I don't know. Yeah, well, whatever game it is, mate, I'll look forward to it, Tony, mate. Okay. Talk about a nightmare. Yeah, take care, Shambolic. Thank you very much for coming in, mate. So this is Lost at Sea. For the expedition to discover the origin massive exterior grip at Oakmont. The expedition is to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was only sole survivor. He was secretly murdered. So I'm hired to find any other members, dead or alive. We'll be waiting for his report, my report at his manor in Southern Oldgrove. Right. So here we go. So that's just a diary, part of his diary.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis brothers.
So it looks like he was a Navy guy as well. Charles Reed.
Never again, they say.
Sue's ornaments had spirits of tonics. Just like an open.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
So he's on drugs as well. Ooh, we can change our wardrobe as well. So we've got to unlock these as we go. That coat just looks a lot of fun. Right, let's have a look then. So we can just like have a nice shirt, windy coat. Let's go for the wind coat. It's quite nice actually. Mr. Reed, you were a rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humanly, and I feel I have to repay the debt to you. Take this as a friendly piece of advice. Run. Save your life and leave this drought city in the depths. Don't dig into its secrets, for they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Please heed my words. Lewis Flynn. I've got another one. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation, Mr. Throgmorton, so it was O'Hand who brought me here, right? Oh my god. Look at the state of that. Ooh. Right, let's get out of here then, shall we? sure I haven't missed no. Nope. Bars all the windows are locked, the door they were just men. Not sure we can go in it. Oh, that's where we was. That one's locked.
The door won't budge.
I've seen you dragging things into your room behind the floors. I'll make you pay for these scratches. They're all locked. Let's see what's upstairs. That's locked. Locked. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea. There's a disgusting toilets. Locked. Oh, nice face. And locked. Get the hell out of here.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Sorry, but who are you again?
You bang your head or something? I'm Victor Olmsted. I own the place. This place. The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Right. Let's see if there's anything to pick up round about. Nope. Don't worry about me, mate, just robbing you. Right, let's go now of here. Right. So we've got all these places to explore. Right, let's go to the map. Eastern Salvation Harbour. I'll be around here somewhere. Crossing the Fitz O'Callaghan Street and Old Church Road. So church. Eastern cover side, corner of St Alamone Lane and King. Yes, that'll be somewhere there. Western Advent, someone over here. Corner of Purity Street and Oak Street, so that'll be somewhere there. Southern Old Grove, Warwick Street, between Seaside Street and Hillside, so that'll be somewhere there. Central Shells, East Brown Street. Yep. To the eastern corner was St Michael's Road. So that'll be somewhere there. Eastern Leeds Heights. Lumbert Street. Yeah. Between Helog Street and Bullock. So it'll be somewhere there. Western Heath Heights, near the crossing of Baker Ward and Elbin Street. There's Ward. Near the crossing of Baker, Ward and Evans Street, so that'll be somewhere here then. Sir Zero, good afternoon mate, thank you very much for coming in. Welcome to the stream mate. Right, Western Advent, that's down this one. Near the corner of Murdoch Avenue Street. Murdoch. Uh-huh. So it'll be somewhere there. Slowly getting there. Western Heath Heights. Another one in this one. Washington Street. Between Elbin Street and Oak Street. Between Elbin Street and Oak Street. Can't be, so that means that's got to be somewhere. Let's have a look down and put it there. Northern Grimhaven. Corner of Hubert Abbott and Whisper Street. I've seen that before. There's Whisper Street. Corner of Hubert Street and West. So there it is. definitely somewhere there. Western Coverside. Corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Right, so there's Old Church Road. Where the hell's Tanner Street? Ah, there it is. It's somewhere there. Right, so I've got all of them except for which one was it? Eastern Salvation. Old Church Road. Crossing of Fritz O'Callaghan Street. Ah, there it is. Right, that's him. So one we've just got around the corner, so we'll go and do that one first. Whew. Keenan, good afternoon, mate. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for coming in, Keenan. You call this little boat Cyclops too. Alright, let's see if we can make some bullets. So the first area we'll need to find out is in here somewhere. In the middle of an infested area. What in the name is that? Son. The hell was that? Been dropping a bit of rubbish off. Where the hell is this place? Oh, hello. Oh, look at these over there. Come on. So this looks all over the place. Let's see what's hiding down here. Oh, nice. One down. Oof. What lovely things they are. I don't think there's anything up here, so it might be down below. There's another injection. Let's see what's down below. Squishy! Good afternoon, Tash. Thank you very much for coming in. I hope everything's okay with you. No problem, Squish, no problem. Appreciate you popping in before you nip out. That's awesome of you. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm not too bad. Aha. AKJ, aka James, good afternoon. Yes, I'm not bad, thank you very much, Tash. Hope you're well as well. Aha. So I think that's that one complete. Let's just check. Yeah, that one's gone, so that's good. So where's the next one? That could go. There's one over there. So if I go back this way and get back on the boat. Peek into Super Channel. Good afternoon. Come in. There. Thank you very much for coming in. Are you saying that Squishy told you to pop in, or I used Squishy? Right. Down here. Aha, finally, nicely. Well, thank you very much for coming in, Pete. Appreciate that. Trying to get out my way. So it's saying it's here somewhere, crossing the so it's got to be in this one of these buildings. I've got to look for what the hell? Them two are just having a fight. Hand goes up. Oh, one goes down as well, so we'll check upstairs first. Tell me that's it. Oh God, what's that? Come on, pop your head out again. There you go. Oh God, we've got another one of them other ones. Oh, nice. Just leave me alone. Jesus. Let's get the hell out of this place. I think we managed to get the thing we needed anyway, so looks like it. Yep, another one off the list. So that one can go. Could go to that one, that's the closest. Let's have a look at the main quest. Right, so the main quest is that one, so we might as well head to that one. Princess Bubblegum, good afternoon, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, it is quite a long one, backlog. It's not like a... I'd say it's about 40 hours, I'd say. 30 to 40 hours. I'd say you got the side quests. I'd say you got the main quest, which I'm going to go to now. Yeah, so if I keep following this down. I said it's all open to you. You can do whatever you want, so you just go exploring if you want to. Thank you very much for that, Princess. I'll make sure I'll get you back after the stream. Like that's blocked off, so I can't get that way. What the hell's going on there? Jesus Christ. Not much of a police looking force, people just kill people in the streets. Still keep going up Herbert Avenue. Got like a deep sea diver on the wall, so I've got to give you, that's giving you a clue. Yep, expedition headquarters, right. See if we can find any clues. Well, there's a big clue right on the door.
Guess I don't need the key.
Divers with bends and suffer numerous symptoms. Okay, so now we've got the birds.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Found a secret passage. Those are nails.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it. These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Bar sample of weird substance flowing on the water. The Ogamon University Department of Anthropology. Right, that's all of is upstairs. Let's see what's down here. Oh, fuck. Shit. Jesus Christ. Really shit me up.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
So that's gotta be number one.
Drop the papers. Smash the rest.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
So that's one.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Drop the papers. Smash the rest.
And to put the curse on
I fatah me fe I regach.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
it. No worries, Goku, mate. Thanks very much for coming in. Little Berkey, good afternoon, mate.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Expedition Archive is lost, but still have a few clues to follow up on. If they left the city on a freighter for Gamehaven Bay, there might be a recent posting or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. So it looks like I will have to go to the newspaper next. So I still haven't found all the evidence out. So what the hell am I missing?
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
So I've got that. Charlie sees all. Good afternoon, mate. Thank you very much for coming in. Welcome to the stream. Looked at that.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Right, that's that. So I need to find the newspaper. There it is. Right, let's go. Not really, no, it's not hard, Charlie. No, it's not hard. You just got to use the clues that they give you. You got to do a bit of your own investigation, like go to the newspapers, stuff like that. So it's quite fun. Down here. I'm okay as well, thank you very much for asking. Right, what's that one going? Nope. Ooh, close to another.
Please help a fella out. I'll take anything.
No, but I'll be around there, so it's around here we have to go. Aha, these are the newspapers.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
What's that got to do?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland. See you later.
I'll come back for that. Right, archives. Right, so we've got to make out what I'm looking for. so it'll be after the flood. Doesn't say anything about. It'll be under advertisements. Where is it? Crimhaven Bay. Aha! A 30-ton ship, the Titania, is currently available for hire. You'll find it fully equipped. Found at Pier 3. Yeah, we already saw that. So I'm guessing I've got to go and search for the ship. So I don't need that anymore. Right, so that's where I need to go. Gameplay! Good afternoon, mate. Thank you very much for coming in. Do appreciate that. Yes, down.
Stop it!
Straight down.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seemed like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. See you later.
Oh, got another side quest, but we'll get back to that. Go faster. Right, Pier 3. So it's just for here down the road. Okay, that didn't sound.
Ah!
Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help! Help!
What's going on?
Sea creatures. Swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
So we've got to take out the sea creatures. There's one. This guy again because he said he had some information on us. They were too
I've
bad.
dealt with the
They have no
creatures.
one that can
Now,
smack
tell
them
me
with you.
about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
This Sanders, what kind of man is he?
Newcomer. He seemed like a decent guy. Okay, captain. Treated his crew well.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then the wild beasts came to feast.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
Oh, good. None of them go together. Right, let's go and investigate the pier then.
emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
These are very good signs.
Shot dead. Point blank.
Oh yeah, something very creepy happened here. I can feel it.
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much.
Whew, bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Gotta
Go
be out of
black.
your head to do this to a man.
Sheesh. Oh, here's a titanium.
They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
I, Captain Jeremiah Saunders, hereby agree to take on board my vessel Titania any persons any valuable from on the cargo, blah blah blah. What in God's name is this?
This would be a weird artifact in any collection. Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
Yeah, I get it. Uh-huh. Trying to work out what happened.
You can't take me! Eat this! To the mayor with you! Die! Die!
Sheesh.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Said I got drunk.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
And something happened and we went crackers.
To the mayor with you! Die! Die!
Till there's only one left.
You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
So that's all completed, so that's good. Harbour Master saw Cactusar leaving the pier, the only survivor of a fight on the third pier of medical aid. So there's only one place he'd go if he was to need to find that police. There we go. Do a quick travel to the reef. Do this last part. Certified key going up and over. Hospital here.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the
Depot River. Got another quick travel point. Get it opened up. No point doing that, is it, pal? Thank you very much, Bloody Fox. Appreciate that, mate. Right.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess.
A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a
Not
headache,
as pale as you, mate.
do you?
No.
My head? No complaints, I'm good.
Well, you're the exception these days. We're simply overflowing with patients.
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork. But you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the Wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
No.
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Bye.
Right. So we've got to use the other more flipping archives. God, they're bloody useless, these people. No worries, Tony, mate. Take care. Thank you very much for coming in. Right. So be patient. Would it be therapy, surgery, district? Grimhaven, I know that part. Right, so we've got two. Peter Crawley, 29. Multiple burns and fragmented wounds to the chest and face. No, that won't be it. Joseph Willow, 39, newcomer, deep cut wound to the left shoulder, broken collarbone, fractured scapula. Oh, this sounds more like it. Wound stitch, fracture set and bandage, no trace of infection evident, prognosis good, but best rest recommended. So I need to find Joseph Willow.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
So we need to find surgery. So it's in the basement. How do we get to the basement? Surgery and storage. Find anybody?
What happened to you, mister?
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. I heard you talking.
I'm sorry. Well, get better soon. Bye.
So that's the peak with the explosives.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't ever eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Okay. That's not it. up again. Patient ward. Let's see what's up here then.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the Port Massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
Okay, well...
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew, none of them deserved what happened to them.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw... things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Get better soon.
That's what we've got a lot for next. The Titania crew went mad and started massacring the port as a result. But we're going to leave it there, guys. It's 2 hours now. I'd like to thank you all very much for coming in. Certainly does. Or Captain Abraham from Moby Dick. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I'd like to thank you all for the people that came in. Backlog Gamer for staying with the stream as well. That's awesome of you, mate. And Platinum Game and Movies, Bloody Fox, Plump Gameplay, Little Murky, Charlie Caesar, Princess Bubblegum, Ruddy Egg, Floppy, Tabby's Gaming, all the rest of the guys in Shambolic, all the people that came in. I do appreciate the support and love as always. And I will be back very, very soon. Hopefully there'll be some more Resident Evil 3 tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to hopefully try and finish it. So hopefully you can join me for that as well. But until then guys, stay safe and I will see you all very, very soon. But for now guys, bye bye. Glad you enjoyed it, Backlog mate. Glad you enjoyed it.